Okay, hello, chemistry students, and welcome to some homework solutions for chapter 6 and 9. So this question is number 9, I believe, on your homework, if you haven't worked it already. And the question is, how can you use this equation and this equation to get to this equation? Now, Hess's law says that it really doesn't matter how you get somewhere. What matters is where you start and where you end up. So you can have these intermediate equations, okay, to get to where you're ending up. That's basically Hess's law, and it's used for a lot of different things in chemistry, especially in thermo. So we are given these two equations, and so let's look at this. We know that, first of all, this NaCl needs to be in the reactant. So we know that we need to reverse this equation right off the bat. So I'm going to do that. So let's reverse it. Okay, now we were also told that the first equation, as written, is 90.3 kilojoules. And the second equation, as written, is negative 38.6 kilojoules. All right? So already we have taken that second equation and we have reversed it. Okay, so we need to kind of keep track of that. So we reversed it. So we need to make the delta H positive 38.6. Okay, now also notice that there is a 2 here. So we also need to multiply by 2. And that means we have to multiply this by 2. So now we've got, let me change a little bit of color here. All right, so we've got 2 NaCl, 2 NO, and really 1 molecule of Cl2, because we had half, we doubled it. All right. Okay, so looking pretty good. Now, notice that this is not in the final equation. That means we need to get rid of it. And so we've got to reverse this equation. So let's go ahead and do that. And that means we need to reverse the delta H. So now it becomes negative 90.3 kilojoules. Okay. Now notice that we've got a problem here because we've got 2 NO. So we know that we're going to have to multiply this by 2. So this becomes a 2. This becomes, instead of half, it's doubled, it's 1. And this is doubled. And so we need to multiply that by 2. Okay, so let's look at the overall situation now. So we have gotten rid of our nitrogen monoxide. We've got 2 NaCl, so that's correct. We've got 1 molecule of N2, that's correct. We've got 1 molecule of O2, that's correct. And we've got 1 molecule of chlorine, so that's correct. So we've got the correct equation. So now we need 2 times 38.6 and 2 times negative 90.3. And I think you can do the math to come up with the final answer for number 9. And I hope that helps. That's Hess's law. used for a lot of cool things in chemistry.